Hey, it's Dr. J. Hi, students. I'm here to do the final and last chapter of this course. Chapter 17 is Operations Management, putting it all together. Now, this is the chapter that we're going to go over some of the different things that we've already talked about in the previous chapters. So, some learning objectives that we're going to go over are defining operations management and describing how the role of operations management has changed over the past 50 years, discussing the key responsibilities of operational managers, describing how operations managers face special challenges posed by the previous services, and explaining how lean and green practices can help both the organization and the environment. So the first section starts off with operations management producing value in a changing environment. So, with operations, it's all about evolving to the needs of the operational development, strategic analysis of how the products are developing, what customers need, what they don't need, the changes in the environment, as well as the efficiency and the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization based on the goods and services it's providing. Okay, so that leads us into from goods to services. So, goods are tangible products that customers can expect to receive after they give their monetary funds for a product. The services are activities that yields benefits. Okay, they have different functions, but they can work interchangeably. All right. So goods and services are things that businesses give or do for customers to receive, in exchange of services for funds. All right. Okay. Going on. What do operations managers do? So operational managers do a plethora of things, from manage employees to admin work to HR to development to on the job supervision, training, development. Basically, operational managers do anything that's necessary for the operational development of any particular organization. Now, that can be broken down from a specific set of operations to any one given part. So you could have an operational manager position that just takes care of the clothing tags for shirts. Okay, their job is to make sure that those tags, are taught and they're there, and that they have the same exact name on them, that they're fluid as far as going through the machines, things like that, which also trails over to the end product and quality management of the t-shirt being reviewed. Okay, you could also have operational managers that deal with rules and regulations of the productivity of that particular company. So that's something to think about. All right, that goes into inventory control. So inventory control is knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them. That's what the book says. So it's important to understand that some companies have massive inventory versus some have virtually none. So an example of a company that has virtually no inventory is one like Amazon, if they're producing books. So if they're producing Kindle books or print on demand books, then their inventory is going to be low in reference to their demand and their products going out. All right. We're going to go into designing and managing value chains. So this is all about integration, outsourcing, offshoring, things like that, which is not always a bad thing. Okay. It's important to understand that organizations function in different ways. So if they function in different ways, then their operational development is going to function in different ways as well. A good example is a big company, a technology company that produces, computers, okay? They can produce part of the computer in the States, and then they can outsource it to either a third party who just does a particular software, or they can offshore it to another branch of their company in a different country. All right, sorry about that. Okay. All right. So going on to waking up the need for quality. So waking up the need for quality is important because it is all about quality development, quality management, understanding what your product is, who your product is speaking to, and the function of your product. All right. And then the operational management also reevaluates if the product is still applicable to that particular point in time. The focus of quality is really important. We as consumers, I'm a consumer, you're a consumer, we look for quality. If the quality of a product is not there, then that product is probably not going to be very productive. The company is not going to make very much inventory, make very much revenue off of the product, and then you're going to have a loss of funds that could have been made for that particular industry. But it's important to understand that it's not always about turning out so much product at a high quality. Yes, you want the quality high as an operational management supervisor, but you also want to make sure that you're not producing too much of it. Okay? All right, so we are going to cover briefly the move to Six Sigma. All right, so this is a management tactic and certification. If you know about Six Sigma, is something that is all about operational management, management inventory, productivity, quality, total quality management. These are all familiar terms if you have heard of Six Sigma. In the same aspect of Six Sigma, it's also important to understand that it balances out and gives way to quality and development. Okay, it's a managerial tactic that is used often to reevaluate companies, reevaluate employees. It's a good reevaluation and analytical tactic. All right, so keeping it green, keeping it green. So green practices. So firms understand that people are worried about the environment. So often they'll come up with some kind of new marketing campaign. The operational management supervisor is sometimes a part of that process. And it's important to understand that, keeping up with economic trends, such as, not being wasteful with paper, not, wasting sewage into our seas, making sure firms are being environmentally friendly to different areas. They're not using resources that are indicative to any one particular area. These are all things that operational managers also have a tendency to be involved with. All right, so that was chapter 17, an overview. I am here if you have any questions about, the chapters, any chapter within the section, or any particular specific topic that you want to elaborate on. I'm here to do that for you too. So you can email me, call me, or come by my office. I am Dr. J, and I'm here for your success. All right, students, have a wonderful day.